go. Game 2 now versus the Mariners. Rangers versus the Mariners. Pulled out a win yesterday, which was nice. After, you know, the Mariners are a team that the Rangers haven't been too good against, so it was nice to pull out a win against them in the first game. Um, Obviously, would love another win here. You love every win. So, but yeah. Nathan Eovaldi is going on for the Rangers. Nathan Eovaldi's going on for the Rangers. Hasn't looked the best. He's like left a lot of pitches in the middle so far, mainly. Um, so interested to see whether his control can get back, and then and the Rangers do need him to be good because George Kirby is going for the Mariners and he dominates the Rangers. He has crazy numbers against the Rangers. So let's see. Let's see what George Kirby's got in store. I think I saw that he has 10 starts with an ERA in the low ones. So he dominates the Rangers for sure. And the Rangers need to find a way to manufacture runs. Need to simple his approach against him. He throws a very heavyweight fastball, so a shortened approach is what's going to help the Rangers do well here. Still doing the one neck slap thing. No, it's right here. Every run is one neck slap. I have caught a break from the first 3 games. No one scored more than 2 in a game. I'm just worried for that one game where we get like a 10 spot, and then that's just going to be miserable. But we commit to the cause, though. Commit to the cause. Nathan Eovaldi takes the mound. Let's see if his location's a lot better. Just been missing a lot in the middle. It's not too much cause for concern because the stuff doesn't seem to be playing down. It's just a location, really. But with how Evaldi's velocity is ticked down, he needs to start locating a lot better. Mariners lineup's very similar to yesterday's. I think J.P. Crawford is in there and Cole Young's batting ninth. I think that's the only difference from yesterday's lineup. Got Zeke Duran in today. I didn't know that he had good numbers against Kirby. That's something I just never noticed. So that's cool. Hopefully that leads to something. Apparently Josh Young is battling something, is what Schumacher said. We also got some news that DeGrom apparently had some like leg issues before the game, before he started his game yesterday. So hoping that he's all right. He got an MRI, so we're waiting to see what happens with him. But you have to hope for the best there. I have no idea what's gonna happen. All right, his first pitch about to come in. Yep, first pitch about to come in. Eovaldi to Brendan Donovan. Oh, is that gone? Wow. That was a fastball right down the middle that Donovan hit. He didn't hit that too hard, but yeah, it was only 94 exit velo, but the wind is going to carry that out there. That's the one part of the ballpark that it's going to carry. The Mariners hit it to the right part of the ballpark, and Eovaldi leaves one right down the middle, first pitch. It's not ideal first start. I have to get my brother here now already to give me a next slap. You didn't hit that too hard, but the ball's just going to carry to that part of the field. Evaldi lands a splitter for strike one to Cal Raleigh. Again, that splitter landed middle. He needs to start, you know, everything can't be right down the middle right now. That was a good cutter that was above the zone. 0-2 now to Raleigh. 0-2 and a curveball that Raleigh's going to sky out to the infield, so that's an out. All right, do it. Oh, dang, that hurts so bad. I tried to scam out of it by saying go light, but he actually didn't do that. Ah, man. Every time those hurt. It doesn't shock me. Gosh. Oh, all right. We're locked back in. Oh yeah, 1-0 to the Mariners. Let me change the scoreboard already. First pitch to Julio is fastball up and in. Every time those hurt. No matter how many times you do it, but I haven't endured it too many times. 1-0 to Julio. He's got a 389 average against Evaldi, so really good numbers. Chopper to Seager should make that play, and he does. 2 outs. It's a good bounce back from Evaldi on the second 2 hitters. Hasn't left too many pitches in the middle. And Donovan just hit that ball to the right part of the field. He didn't hit that, as hard as, he didn't really hit that too hard. It just went to the right part of the field. And hit it at the right launch angle, man. Josh Naylor's up. And a curveball that Evaldi locates pretty well. 0-1 to Naylor. We got 0-1 to Josh Naylor and another curveball that he swings over the top of. 0-2 now. Evaldi's still coming at them with strikes, but after the first batter, he hasn't left anything in the middle. Let's see if he can stick with that. 8 pitches through the first. Oh, 2 to Naylor. Looks like they're going to go up. And they do a cutter up that Naylor holds off on. 1-2. Yeah, that's something they noticed that it's flashed on the screen. 71% strike rate and 2 strike counts. Evaldi needs to try to get hitters to chase more. And yep, that's a curveball in the dirt. Naylor's not going to chase that one, though. 2-2. But I like that he's actually trying to get hitters to chase when he just was not doing that before. Being down 1-0 at least after the first is not the best because of how good George Kirby is against the Rangers. 2-2 to Naylor. And a cutter that Naylor swings and misses on. So it was actually a pretty good inning for Evaldi after the homer. But the Rangers need to hit. They have not hit since... they haven't really been hitting since that second game against Baltimore. They're in a bit of a 5-game slumber party on the offense. But they're going to have to hit. And it's a tough task against George Kirby, who the Rangers have horrible numbers against. I believe Higashioka is also in for Danny Jansen today. I think Jansen actually had not a lot of at bats, but actually good numbers against Kirby. But I guess they want Higashioka catching Evaldi. or just giving Jansen a day off. 1,500 strikeouts for Valdi. That's pretty cool. Just threw a first pitch fastball right down the middle, man. Sometimes that doesn't work out. I mean, just don't throw a first pitch fastball right down the middle, to be honest. All right, Nimmo coming up. Wyatt Langford with a 159 average. He's the guy that needs to get going, and I feel like this offense can not become really good, but at least be a lot better. He's the key cog in that. First pitch from Kirby to Nimmo is a fastball at 97 out. And that's what Kirby does against the Rangers. He will just pound fastballs, and the Rangers will either strike out or swing and miss on them or pop out on them. They cannot figure out how to be on time with the fastball. A fastball right down the middle that Nimmo grounds out on. He hit it hard but straight into the ground. And that is what it is. So that's an out. But I like the approach there from Nimmo, clearly trying to shorten up, and that's what they have to do against this guy's fastball, Kirby's fastball. They can't try to hit homers off, try to take daddy hacks off of it all the time. We got Langford up. Fastball on the inside part of the play. Kirby is going to throw strikes. He is known as a strike thrower. He's going to throw it. 0 walks this season for Langford. Rough start for sure. 0-1 to Langford. Fastball down the middle, and another ground out. Both these balls hit hard, but right at fielders. This is going to be one of those games where they hit 1,000 balls hard, but it goes right at fielders. Because Kirby just throws strikes. You just have to find the holes. You'll put the bat on it, you have to find holes. Four pitches, 2 outs for Kirby. Seager swings first pitch on the fastball and is late on it. 98 on the fastball. So Kirby's got some heat going on right now. Seager with big hacks, but he always takes big hacks, which it works for him. So 0-1 is a slider, perfectly dotted slider on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Seager has some really bad numbers against Kirby. A lot of the Rangers do, but when it's Corey Seager having bad numbers, then that's something. 0-2 is a fastball up, a really strong inning from Kirby, 7 pitches. Rangers hit a couple balls hard, but yeah, no cigar. I forgot to change it to bottom 1, but now we go top 2. It's just they're going to keep hitting balls hard. They just have to find the holes, man. They have to find swings where they can hit it, where players ain't. It's just every time they hit a ball hard, it goes right to a player. Every single time. Kirby is going to go deep into games just because of how much he throws strikes. So if the Rangers want to get him out, they have to hit. You know, they're not going to be able to work his counts because he's just a strike thrower like that. And that's the difference, man. Donovan hit his fastball out down the middle out, and the Rangers got 3 fastballs down the middle. Each batter got a fastball down the middle, and they're at bat, and they missed it. They're always a tick off on Kirby's fastball. All the time. All right, top two. Evaldi's command was pretty good in the first inning, other than that fastball right down the middle to Donovan on the first pitch. They are going to need Evaldi to deal. Rosarena up, takes a cutter outside, or slider outside for ball one. Fastball that Rosarena was late on there. So 1-1 to Rosarena. 1-1 to Rosarena. Got another fastball that Rosarena's late on, which is pretty weird that the Rosarena's late on these pitches, but it is good. They are good pitches from Evaldi. They are good pitches, I will admit. 1-2 to Rosarena. And a curveball that almost hit Rosarena. He's calling that it did. So that might be a base runner there. It looks like they're going to challenge that. Yeah, looks like they're challenging that. Rosarena thought it hit him for sure. I mean, if the batter thought it hit him, it probably did hit him. You got a curveball. Did that hit him? I don't see it there. Do they think that hit him? I don't really see it. I didn't really see it, so I don't know. Evaldi said that, I'm sorry, Rosarena was very confident that it hit his left elbow. But I don't know. Didn't look like it. I mean, I can't even tell. It kind of looks like it. I have no idea. I think it kind of it might have nicked it. I do not see it at all, but maybe it did. Let's see. So there's no hit by pitch. The call stood. I mean, I didn't see too much evidence for it hitting him, but I could be convinced that it did hit him because of I could be convinced that it actually did hit him because he felt it. But 2-2 now. And that is a splitter that's popped up behind the plate, going foul. 2-2 from Evaldi. Now. Got a 2-2. Ooh, nice splitter down. Trying to get Chase on 2 strikes. That's what we want to see from Evaldi. Just keep trying to get Chase on 2 strikes. Because that was the big thing against Baltimore specifically, was that he'd get to 2 strikes and then just keep throwing strikes. He has to try to get hitters to chase a little bit more. And that was a good pitch from Evaldi. 1 out in the second. Luke Raley up. Got a curveball in the dirt for ball one. One out with Luke Raley, and that is a cutter a little bit in. 2-0. 2-0 to Luke Raley. Ooh, that was a nice pitch, a splitter right down the middle, but Luke Raley's probably sitting fastball there, and he got a splitter. That was a pretty good pitch from Eovaldi. Nice cutter to mix off that splitter. 2-2 now. 2-2 to Luke Raley. Eovaldi made a couple good pitches there to bounce back in the count. 2-2 to Luke Raley. Curveball. That was a borderline pitch. Luke Raley didn't swing on, so it's 3-2 now. Higashioka did drop the ball, which didn't help their case. Interested what he goes with here. Probably just a splitter. 3-2 to Luke Raley, and a splitter down in the zone that Raley's on top of, probably expecting a fastball there. And that's 2 outs for Eovaldi. Made 3 really good pitches there after falling behind 2-0. 4 really good pitches after falling behind 2-0. J.P. Crawford now. Rangers killer. Got a fastball on the inside corner. That was a really good pitch from Eovaldi. 0-1. 0-1 to J.P. Crawford, and that's a cutter a little bit off the plate. 1-1. 1-1 J.P. Crawford, and a cutter that's rolled over to Berger. He takes it himself. Great inning from Eovaldi. Pitch count in a good spot. But that was a really good inning. Not leaving pitches in the middle. That's all it comes down to for Eovaldi, is just the command. And he's really good at the command. He's really good at the command. That's what he does best. And if he could just get the command under control, then things are going to be all right for him. We head to the bottom of the second. Kirby is going to come after them with fastballs. They need to have a shortened approach and just take it where it came from, man. That's what they have to do. That's what they have to do. But let's see if they can figure him out, man. They really have bad numbers against Kirby. I've said that like so many times, but that's what makes falling down 1-0 already. That's what makes it tough. All right, bottom 2 now. George Kirby back out there. We got Jake Berger, Peterson, and Evan Carter here next. Let's see what these guys can do against him. I think working Kirby's count, that's not really going to be the thing. You just have to hit, really. First pitch to Jake Berger is a fastball on the inside part of the plate that he fouls off. Oh, 1 to Jake Berger. Fastball that he's late on. Just got to be prepped for that fastball. I don't know why they cannot square up Kirby's fastball ever. I'm not just saying today after 9 pitches. I'm saying like ever. They've had such a tough time squaring up Kirby's fastball. That's something they need to figure out, man. They've had 10 starts against him. 0-2 to Jake Berger. Goes with the slider that he fouls off. It was left up, but I think Berger was sitting fastball there and just fouled that one off. Still 0-2. They're getting pitches in the middle. They just have to do damage with it, man. Just got to do some damage. 0-2 to Berger. And another hard ground ball. That's going to be another out. They're hitting everything hard. It's just right into the ground, man. You're not going to do anything with that. You need to figure something out there. I hope second time through they can make the adjustment, but we're not. We're 4 batters in the first part of the lineup. Jock Peterson now. Had a double yesterday. The at-bats do look better, but my gosh, if they show this exit velo stuff again, I don't care. Fastball by Peterson for strike one. If they show that freaking exit velo thing again, bro, no one cares. He's hitting it straight up in the air. And a curveball. Is he going to be able to beat that out? I don't know. He's not. J.P. Crawford makes a nice play. That's 2 outs. It's going to be tough for the Rangers here. This is a really good play from J.P. Crawford. Evan Carter up now. Fastball down the middle, but foul off. Man, it is really annoying to watch the Rangers face George Kirby. George Kirby's a really good pitcher. It's just, man, it's just fastballs down the middle, and they cannot square it up. Kirby's just attacking these hitters, man. Another fastball down the middle that is not squared up. That's going to be a lazy fly out to Randy Arozarena. It's just fastballs right down the pipe that are just by these hitters, man. I don't know what it is about George Kirby's fastball that the Rangers cannot square up on. We go top 3, down 1-0. Kirby's only at 15 pitches. He could go complete game at this rate. It wouldn't shock me, man. All right. Dude, I'm going to send a tweet about them not being able to square up George Kirby fastball. Saying it's been 4 years and they still don't know how to hit George Kirby's fastball. And I'm posting it. Because it's facts. It's been so many years of them just getting dominated by Kirby and they can't figure out how to hit his fastball. Evaldi's looked good in the first 2 innings. After the homer to Donovan, he hasn't made too many mistakes. And that's the thing. The Mariners capitalized on the mistake that Evaldi made. It just shocks me how one guy's fastball just dominates hitters like this. It's crazy. But Don Canzone's up. Ooh, that was a splitter right down the middle, but Canzone didn't hit. Didn't swing there. 0-1. 0-1 to Canzone. Fastball up and in. That's ball one. 1-1 to Dom Canzone. Splitter down. 2-1. 2-1 to Dom Canzone. And that is a cutter that gets hit, and Evan Carter's going to get that. That's one out. Pretty good cutter from Evaldi. I'm surprised Canzone was able to hit that as far as he did, but yeah. Nice pitch from Evaldi. That's one out. Pitch kind of good in a good spot for Evaldi so far. Got Cole Young up again. Scary hitter. One of the hottest hitters in the Mariners lineup. Gonna say that every time that this guy scares me, and I think he's gonna be a guy for the Mariners. Takes a curveball right down the middle. That's why I think the Mariners are gonna start taking advantage from these first pitch, kind of get me over strikes that Evaldi always goes for. 0-1 to Cole Young, and that is a splitter that's hit to Berger that feeds to Evaldi. That's 2 outs. Good splitter from Evaldi. Just has to get chase. Just has to get guys to chase. It's a quick 2 outs on 32 pitches. It's just so crazy. We have to, every game the Rangers play, it's just going to be like this, right? It's just going to be like this every single game the Rangers play. We got Brendan Donovan up. And cutter way in. Evaldi was very careful not to throw him a first pitch strike again. 1-0 to Donovan, and that's a splitter that gets by splitter in the middle of the zone that gets by Jake Berger. So Donovan has both hits. It wasn't a bad splitter, still in the middle of the zone a little bit. I feel like Berger could have got to this ball for sure. No, that's a tough play. Never mind. That is kind of a tough play. But oh yeah, Jake Berger took the wrong step. It looks like he leaned the opposite direction, which led to him not being able to get that ball. Cal Raleigh now up. Ooh, cutter right down the middle, but I think the Rangers are going to get out of this. Ooh, this is a tough play. Langford's going to get it. And that's nice. The Rangers get out of Evaldi gets out of it. Not out of it. He just allowed a single and then got out right after. Evaldi's look good. We go bottom 3. Rangers down 1-0. It's just crazy how they can't hit George Kirby's fastball after all this time. Evaldi's looked good after giving the first homer to Brendan Donovan. Got Zeke Duran, Higashioka, Josh Smith, and Zeke Duran coming up in this inning. I know Zeke Duran has good numbers against Evaldi. Unbeknownst to me, I did not notice that at all, but hopefully that comes to fruition here. Currently getting perfect gamed on by Kirby pretty easily. I just hope they can figure out this fastball, man. 15 pitches through the first 2 innings for George Kirby. Kirby just attacks them, and they cannot find ways to hit. Alright, we got Higashioka up. See what he's got. Hasn't played since the second day. Second game against the Reds, I believe. Is it? No. I think no. He played on Sunday. That's my bad. Takes a slider in for a ball. 1-0 to Higashioka. There's a fastball that runs in that he fouls off. Kirby has made some good pitches. It's just there's a lot in the middle of the zone, and the Rangers can't figure out how to hit his fastball. Again, I've said that so many times. 1-1 to Higashioka. Fastball down the middle. He hits that hard. That has to get out. Was that gone? Was that gone or is that foul? Oh, that was foul. Dang it. He crushed that. It looks like it was just foul. They finally barreled up a fastball, and that went just foul, man. They're missing. They haven't hit a homer in this homestand yet, man. They're like feet close from hitting a homer in every single facet. He hit that really hard, man. Dang it. They finally squared up a fastball. 1-2 to Higashioka, and he's gonna go the other way. And Cole Young doesn't make the play. That should be a single, I think. He hit the ball hard. It's a play Cole Young should make, so I don't know what they're gonna rule that. They did rule it a hit. But that was a really great at bat from Higashioka. Should have had a homer there. I mean, not shoulda. Close to having a homer. Sorry. And then put a really good swing, 2-strike approach. Tried to go the other way. Cole Young probably should make that play. But we'll take it. Guy on first, no one out for Josh Smith. Fastball right down the middle that he's going to hit pretty hard. Let's see if Higashioka can get tagged here. I don't think so. Again, Josh Smith keeps going to the wrong part of the park, man. Center field is a place you cannot go to in this ballpark. You have to try to pull it. Can't keep going to center field, man. If you're trying to hit a homer, you can't go to center field. He hit that ball hard, though. Need to see more line drives or something. Smith just can't catch a break right now. We got Zeke Duran now. Slider dotted on the outside part of the plate. Strike one. Kirby just attacks with strikes. Needs someone else to have just a simplified approach. And you can get a run here. And a fastball that Zeke Duran hits into right field. That was a really good swing from Duran. And I was not the biggest Zeke Duran guy coming into this season. I really thought they should have gone with Tyler Wade over Zeke Duran. But he is putting together really great at-bats, so fair play to him. I think we're going to see, as long as Young's still healthy, I think Zeke Duran's going to get a lot more playing time at second base over Josh Smith with how badly he's struggling. No offense to Smith, but that's just kind of how the game goes right now. Really good swing from Duran. Now the Rangers have Nimmo and Langford coming up to try and get a run here. But with the way Kirby throws strikes, he can get a double play really quickly. So let's see what happens here. And he does get a double play really quickly. That is a double play. You had it on your side, and Nimmo hit into a double play straight off the bat, man. They cannot score with runners in scoring position. They finally started to hit him a little bit, and then hit straight into a double play. They had some momentum on their side. And Nimmo, first pitch, grounded to it for a double play. I literally said it. Like, you can get a double play really easily with the way he throws strikes. And, yeah. He did it. Oh, yeah, Duran is now 8 for 14 against George Kirby, so he has really great numbers. Kirby's still averaging 8 pitches an inning though. He's got 24 pitches through three. We're already 3 innings in. 7:45. We're already 3 innings in. Man, that was a really good shot to score there, man. Really good shot to score. The Rangers put together a couple really good at bats there, and then yeah, Nimmo just grounded into double play. It felt like Nimmo was the one guy you could trust with runners in scoring position, and he's hitting into double plays. I mean, timely hitting is just not there for this team. It's just not there. All right, we're into the top of the fourth. Have all these back out there. Man, Higashioka missed that homer just by a little bit. He hit that so well. It's interesting swinging first pitch there from Nimmo. Usually he'll take and then wait for his pitch to hit. Uncharacteristic first two at bats from Nimmo, swinging really early. But I guess he expected just a strike in. But yeah, we got Julio up now. Ooh, good pitch, good splitter. Julio was ready to swing there. You could tell. Valdi made a nice pitch right there. 0-1 to Julio. Fastball to Zeke Duran. Can he make the play? He's safe. Man, there's just grounders to third, and now they're getting dinky hits. It's just so crazy, man. Duran's got to make that play. He was slow on the exchange. Yeah, that's going to be a hit. Yeah, couldn't get it out of his glove. It was a nice pick from Berger, but yeah, that's a bang bang play. I really don't know if that would have got overturned still. Oh no, Rangers are challenging. My bad. I don't have the volume on, so I can't see. I think that is a bang bang play, but we'll see what happens there. The call might stand on that one. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a bang bang play. That's a bang bang play. I think the call is going to stand right there. Call should stand. We're seeing it at another angle. Oh, that is really close, but I think the call is going to stand. Duran just had to get it out at the first exchange. From that angle, it looks like he was out. At one of the other angles, it looked like he was out. That's a really close play. I could either see this call standing. It could get overturned, which would be nice. We'll take it for sure. Let's see what happens. That was just the ball that Duran had to get out on the first exchange. Let's see what happens here. They're taking a while with this challenge. Taking over. Yeah, that it kind of looks like he's out. I could see them getting out here. But I could also see the call standing, and I wouldn't be too shocked at that. That is such a close play. Oh, that is so close. I think that might be stands, man. Let's see what happens. They are taking a long time with this challenge. They're back and forth on it. I'd lean towards it being a bang bang play and they just call it stands. But we'll see. Let's see. Call's about to come and he is safe. Yeah, that call was too close to overturn. That should really just be an error on Zeke Duran. He took a little bit too long to get that one out of his glove. But a guy on first with no one out for Josh Naylor. Let's see if the Mariners capitalize with their base runner. First pitch to Naylor, and he hits that pretty well. But didn't hit it hard enough. Nimmo's going to be there. And Julio's going to go back to first. He hit that 94 exit velo, but it went pretty far. Naylor's got a lot of strength in that in himself. We got a Rosarena up. First pitch to a Rosarena is a chopper up the middle. This has to be two. Seager, Berger. Some sloppy defense here, but they do get one out of that. I think Seager had to make a really good play. I feel like maybe Smith had to charge that ball a little bit better. This was a slow chopper, but I guess Smith had to move a little bit. Yeah, that's a tough play. And then yeah, Smith flips to Seager. But yeah, I think Seager had to step with his other foot. A good throw when he gets him, so that's tough. That should be two. Oh no, that's two outs, right? Cutter that Luke Raley swings and misses at for strike one. Not the location Evaldi wanted that cutter, but it worked anyway. Got 0-1 to Luke Raley. Curveball that Luke Raley swings and misses on. That's 0-2. And I still can't get over the fact how bad this team is with runners in scoring position. They'll have innings where they'll look dead, or they'll have innings where they're going to have runners in scoring position and then just flop. 0-2. Good pitch from Evaldi. Fastball in on the hands that Luke Raley does a nice job fouling off. We got 0-2 to Luke Raley again. And back pick to, not a back pick, pick off to Jake to try to get to first base. 0-2 still. And again, it's 0-2, so Evaldi does not need to throw a strike here. And it looks like Randy's going, and man, Higashioka is having a rough time trying to throw out runners. He cannot get the exchange right. But that is also a hard ball to throw on with the curveball kind of in the dirt. He's got to fish that one out. But now a single probably extends the Mariners' lead. Higashioka's had some trouble trying to get that ball out of his mitt. 1-2 to Luke Raley. And, oh, that's a really good pitch. Yep, nice job by Evaldi. That's a really good pitch. Evaldi's looked really good here. Whoa. We good? Yeah, we're good. I don't know why Evaldi was... Oh, it looks like Luke Raley's challenging it. Yeah, that was a really good pitch from Evaldi, yeah. And now the Mariners lose a challenge, so that works in the Rangers' favor. We go bottom four. Still Rangers down 1-0. Evaldi's looked pretty good, man. Evaldi's looked really good, and he looks like he's back to his form. He looks like he's back to his form. There's no complaints there. Sucks that of all these look so good. Just need if you get, string together three solid ABs together in an inning. If you can string three solid ABs together in an inning, you're gonna score a run. And that's what almost happened in that third inning, right? Good AB from Higashioka, good AB from Zeke Duran, but then they didn't get that third one. If they can get a third good AB, then they can score a run. We go bottom four. George Kirby's at like 24 pitches. So for the Rangers to get him out of the game, they have to score runs. That's really what it is. Wyatt Langford to lead off against Kirby. Takes a slider right down the middle for strike one. He's just pumping the strike zone, man. It's just funny to watch him. 0-1 to Langford. Fastball dotted on the outside part of the plate. That's 0-2. Got 0-2 to Langford. And slider a little bit off the plate. Not a little bit, a lot off the plate in the dirt. That's going to be ball one. 1-2 now to Langford. Fastball way up. 2-2 now to Langford. He's got Kirby, yeah, 27 pitches. I didn't look at what his exact pitch count is, but it's actually like really low, 27 pitches. Again, if the Rangers want to get him out, they have to hit 2-2 to Langford. And time called again. Oh no, pitch clock violation from, oh, it's 3-2 now. Pitch clock violation on Kirby's end. So now it's 3-2. Well, Langford, you know you're getting a fastball right down the middle. So get ready to hit. It's a fastball right down the middle. Oh, well, that didn't go right down the middle, and he swung at it. You'd expect Kirby to throw it right down the middle, but he missed with that one, and then Langford just fouled it off. Langford will still have, like, weird plate approaches sometimes, but 3-2. Expecting another fastball. I'd be surprised with a slider. And a fastball. Langford, ooh. Yeah, Langford hit that softly. Crawford probably could have made that play. I'd have to watch that again, honestly. That was a blur. Yeah, Crawford should really make that play. That ball kind of ate him up, and then Langford. So Langford's on. He has to steal, I think. Is that a hit or a error? I don't know. Rangers are catching another break with the Mariners defense here. First pitch to Seager is fouled off. I thought that was going to be another double play right there. So there's one good at bat, right? One good at bat. You need to string two more together in this inning, and then you can probably get a run. Trying to simplify things, man. That's what you got to do with this offense. 0-1 to Seager, curveball spiked in the dirt. I wonder if Langford's going to take off here. I would. Try to get this double play out. And then give yourself a good chance to get another run. I wonder if Langford would just go. 26 strikes, 5 balls. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous what this guy does, man. Props to him, man. Doesn't mess around. 1-1 to Seager. And fastball at the top of the zone that Seager's laid on. Tick off on that fastball from Kirby. Seager is. 2 earned runs allowed in his last 46 innings versus Texas, man. It's insane. It's insane, man. 1-2 to Seager. Ooh, he went there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did. Slider down that Seager went chasing. His struggles against George Kirby continue. Kirby made some really good pitches against him, though. Yeah, Seager went for sure there. I'm surprised Langford hasn't gone yet. I think Langford needs to steal. Looks like Cal Raleigh's coming up to talk to Kirby. I don't know why. Yeah, they just showed his arsenal where he has 5 pitches, but it's really 1 pitch against the Rangers. He only dogs on them with fastballs. I wonder if Langford's going to steal. I wonder when, man. He needs to steal. Get into scoring position. Makes it a lot easier. First pitch of Burgers is a strike. Controversial call there, a little borderline, but Kirby gets the call. Oh, 1 to Burger. And fastball in on his hands that he fouls off. 0-2. When is Langford going to steal, man? Langford needs to steal. It's kind of ridiculous he's not stealing. 0-2 to Burger. Pick off. Langford's back. Oh, 2 to Burger. And that should be 2. Let's see, that's 1, and that's 2. Another double play. This offense, man. This offense is just not fun to watch. I don't know why Langford didn't steal there. Langford needed to steal. You got to be aggressive on the bases. With how this offense is, you need to be aggressive on the bases. I'm going to tweet that out, bro. Shocked that Langford didn't steal there. Shocked Langford didn't steal in that inning, man. But this offense, it is a brutal watch. Just a brutal watch. It's just crazy. Why didn't Langford steal there? He had to steal. He just had to. Evaldi's looked really good after giving up the homer. He's really left a lot of pitches in the middle. And that's all it came down to for Evaldi, is just not throwing pitches in the middle. You can tell I've got some depression in my voice. Just that's what this offense does to you. Curveball, bottom of the zone for strike 1 to J.P. Crawford. That's just what this offense does to you, man. Just puts you in a deep state of depression. 0-1. Ooh, that's a fastball that Evaldi didn't locate too well. Left a little bit low, but he wanted to get that up. But he gets away with it. 0-2. Langford needs to steal. You need to push the button on him. You gotta apply some sort of pressure. 0-2 splitter that I think Crawford held up on, and he did. 1-2 now to Crawford. One two now to Crawford. Cutter a little bit out. 2-2 now. Interested what pitch he goes for here. Could go splitter again. Maybe curveball, fastball. That's what Evaldi has 4 pitches that he likes. So you have no idea which one of his he's gonna throw. Curveball. Whoa, he hit that pretty well. And that's gonna go foul. Only 91 exit velo, but that's the part of the park where it carries is right down the right field line. 2-2 now to Crawford. I wouldn't throw him another curveball after that swing. Maybe try to get a chase with the splitter. Now he goes up with the cutter. That's a little bit too up for Crawford to chase. And Evaldi needs to come at him with the strike. 3-2 now. And ooh, he struck out there. I don't think Crawford. Yeah, that was a pitch. I think it nicked the corner. But Crawford's not really going to challenge because the Mariners have lost a challenge already. So you need to save that for the ninth inning. No, but I think that might have been a little bit off. It was a good pitch from Evaldi. I think it was a good take from Crawford, but the Mariners can't really challenge now because they already lost their challenge. Dom Canzone up. Takes a splitter a little bit up. 1-0. Game's lagging a little bit. Hopefully it gets back to its status. I think we're back. Okay, 1-0 to Canzone, and he's going to swing and miss at 1. And it's a little buggy. All right, we're good. Okay, 2-1 now to Canzone. Hits that one really hard. It's lagged right as it got to Smith, so I don't know if he makes that play. Okay, he got it. All right. Second out. That wasn't a great pitch from Evaldi. Splitter right down the middle, but the Rangers catch a break there. Canzone hit it right to Smith. Nice play by Smith. Got 2 outs now for Cole Young. I wouldn't leave that pitch to Cole Young. This game's flying by. We're almost halfway through and we're 1 hour in. Cole Young, splitter right down the middle. Dang, he could have crushed that. Evaldi's pitch count is also in a good spot. It's just, you never notice that when looking at Kirby's pitch count. 56 pitches for Evaldi. Ooh, another dangerous pitch, a cutter right down the middle. We're getting a little bit too middle again, Evaldi. Let's be a little bit careful here. Be a little bit careful. Just be a little bit careful here. 0-2 to Cole Young. And yeah, curveball spiked in the dirt. Needed that. Needed that to try to get the chase again. One, two to Cole Young. Looks like they're going to go up. Cutter up. Cole Young does not offer at it. 2-2. Evaldi just has to miss a little bit less with these pitches. 2-2 to Cole Young. Splitter, nice foul off from Cole Young. It was a really good splitter from Evaldi, but Cole Young was able to foul that one off. Two to Cole Young. And another really good foul off. This is the first time that a hitter has really battled an account. There hasn't been too many of these counts. This comes right off the bat of me saying of all these pitch count is in a good spot, so just shut me up. 2-2 now to Young. He's put together a really good at bat. One of the only really good at bats in this game so far. And he's going to flare that into center field. That was a really good at bat from Cole Young. That was a really good at bat. Fair play. I think that was a cutter that he left I don't know, that was just, he just flicked that into center field. That was a really good at bat from Cole Young. But we got Brendan Donovan, who's looked like the best hitter on this field with the homer and the single. First pitch is a curveball spiked to the dirt that gets by Higashioka, and Cole Young goes to second. That's nice. Another error from the Rangers catchers. That is spiked in the dirt. That is tough for Higashioka, but I mean, it is a pitch he should block. That is what it is. I feel like Higashioka is known for blocking, right? I don't remember if Higashioka is known for framing or blocking. I know both Jansen and Higashioka don't have good arms. 1-0 to Donovan is a ball low. 2-0 to Donovan. And now Evaldi's used pitch probably like 8 more pitches after me saying that his pitch count's in a good spot. 2-0 to Donovan. And a splitter a little bit low. Looks like Evaldi's being a little bit careful to him, but Cal Raleigh is on deck, so that, I don't know. 3-0 to Donovan. Fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 3-1 now to Donovan. I don't know what you go with here. He's hit a fastball and a splitter. Do you go cutter probably? I have no idea. Let's see what Evaldi does here. Ooh, a fastball that almost hit him. Something's up on my Google Slides right now. Okay, I think we're alright. But now, Evaldi's got some trouble. Guy on first and second with 2 outs for Cal Raleigh. This is a big inning for Evaldi. It's crazy how Zeke Duran is the best hitter against George Kirby, and no one else can really hit him. All right, this is a big at bat right now. Cal Raleigh. Ooh, stress time. First pitch to Cal Raleigh, chases a splitter for strike one. Second pitch to Cal Raleigh, a cutter that lands right above the zone on the right side. Evaldi was trying to get that one in, but it ended up working. It's 0-2. Raleigh swung and missed on that one. 0-2 to Raleigh. I think Raleigh's going to try to battle here, which is what he does. And that's what good hitters do. Ooh, that's gonna drop. Dang it. That was a really good approach from from Raleigh. Just a flare over the head. Sometimes those soft hits work, man. And I gotta get my brother to do another neck slap here. I'm actually gonna wait till the inning ends because there could be another run here, and I don't want him to run back and forth. But that's 2-0. Again, 0-2. There's no need to throw a strike there, but that was actually a really good pitch on the top of the zone, and Raleigh just does, is just a really good hitter that flares it over the second baseman. And it's the other teams that get the timely hits, man. The Rangers can't do it. The Rangers can't get these timely hits, and it sucks. At some point the Mariners were going to break through. First pitch to Julio is a spike splitter. Feels like a big hole, man. With how these hitters are struggling to hit against George Kirby, that feels like a big hole. 1-0 to Julio. Ooh, splitter on the inside corner. Nice pitch from Evaldi. I do think Evaldi's looked really good. I think the Mariners have put together some really good at-bats in this inning. 1-1 to Julio, and a splitter that's down. A good pitch from Evaldi that Julio swings over the top of. 1-2. One-two to Julio Rodriguez, and splitter down. Doesn't get Julio to chase that one. 2-2 now to Julio Rodriguez. Two to Julio, and nice splitter, but a little bit in. Yeah, this has been a long inning for Evaldi. Man, I just opened my mouth, man. Talking about 2 quick outs and his pitch count in good shape, and now he's through 20 pitches and allowed a run. 3-2, and that is... You got to make this play, Smith. And he does. Nice play by Smith to get the out. Fastball, a pitch that Rodriguez hit right up the middle. Nice play by Smith, but it is 2-0 now. And with the way George Kirby is pitching, it's going to be hard for the Rangers to bounce back. Gonna ask my brother to give me a neck slap here. Those were a really good sequence of at-bats from the Mariners. You gotta give credit there. I do think Evaldi's looked really good. I can't lie. It sucks, man. They just cannot get the timely hit. Alright, come on, let's do it. Oh, dang. That one was a little softer, but we'll take it. Dang. That one stung a little bit, but not as bad. It was a little soft. I can't lie, he let me off there. He let me off. I'll make sure the next one's a little harder. Man, it's out of frame. this down a little bit. Put me more in frame. All right, 36 pitches through 4 innings. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man. But we got Peterson, Carter, and Higashioka coming up in this inning. Gonna need the Rangers to hit, but let's see. And what's Kirby's ERA going to be after this outing against the Rangers? Got curveball a little bit out to Jock Peterson, 1-0. 1-0 to Peterson, and that's a changeup. That's the first changeup thrown in this game because Kirby's fastball is just that good for the Rangers that he doesn't have to throw the changeup, but he threw one there to Peterson. And then he went with the fastball that Peterson swings out of his shoes at, and that is 1-2. To Peterson. Fastball up that somehow Peterson was able to get a bat at. Still 1-2. Man, this offense. It's just very hard to watch, to be honest. Just sitting here and watching it is just really hard. 1-2 to Peterson. Curveball is going to beat that out. I doubt it. And oh, yeah, he does beat it out. Does that go into the stands? That does go into the stands. Wow. Rangers catch another break by the Mariners defense. Peterson's going to get to go to second there. I think he would have beat that out anyway. Peterson got down that line fast. Yeah, that was just not a great throw from Donovan there. Peterson might have beat it out anyway. Maybe. But the Rangers get a guy on second. There's a good chance for them. They count it as an infield hit. I guess, yeah, props to Peterson then for putting the bat on the ball. Now, you need to get this run, man. You need to get this run. And Evan Carter up the middle, past him. And that is going to be a run, hopefully. Oh, Peterson, get home, please. Okay, nice. Nice. We got one on the board. Great at bat from Carter. Gets a first pitch curveball and hits it up the middle. I'm shocked with that Kirby went with the curveball to Carter because he was really lost on Kirby's fastball. Didn't look comfortable at all. Gets a first pitch curveball and lines it up the middle. And the Rangers put together, are able to score a run with a runner in scoring position. And let me change this to 1 now. 2-1. Hopefully Evan Carter steals. Because you don't want a double play to just ruin this momentum again. Because that's what's been happening. Please steal. Sinker at the bottom of the zone that Higashioka hits foul. 0-1. To Higashioka. And he does steal, and Higashioka hits that ball really hard. And that's going to get out. Yes! Higashioka just missed one in the previous inning. And he hit that ball super hard. Like one of the only Rangers that's able to barrel this fastball. So I'm shocked that Kirby threw a fastball right down the middle, and the Rangers have the lead right back. 3-2. Those were... I mean, I don't know if Peterson's was a really good at bat. He got fortunate there, but that was crushed. Still, 107 exit velo, crushed ball, but it just sneaks out because it's global left field. That was great from Higashioka. He's been one of the only guys. Him and Duran have been the only guys to really be able to see his fastball really well. To have the lead now is nice. Need a shutdown inning from Evaldi next inning, but still want to tack on more. 1-0 to Smith. Slider that's fouled off. Higashioka crushed that ball. That's the first homer allowed to Kirby. I can't believe Kirby's given up 3 runs to the Rangers. He's given up 3 runs. Wow. And that's what it is. That's a ball hit by Smith. Got jammed a little bit. Smith's had a rough go at it. 1 out now. Zeke Duran's up. I like the approach I'm seeing from Zeke Duran. I can't lie. The approach I'm seeing for him is the approach I've wanted from him for a while. This is a great approach from Zeke Duran. And go from depression to happiness in such a short amount of time. Duran takes a ball in, curveball in. Next pitch to Duran is a dotted slider on the outside corner. 1-1. I think we're going to see a lot more Duran, man. He looks very it's the best version of Duran we've seen since that 2023 hot streak, for sure. Foul ball on that slider. 1-2. Who's available out of the Rangers pen today? I'd assume Cole Wynn's available. I think Junis should be available for another inning, and then maybe I don't think Garcia is available. I don't think they're going to use Chris Moore in a high leverage situation. I hope not, at least. But they need one more from Evaldi for sure. Fastball up, nice take from Zeke. Who do they have? They have Junis, they have Wynn. I think they have Alexander as well. I believe Alexander should be able to go another inning. But let's see where Evaldi's at. 2-2 to Duran. And did he take that? He didn't take it. Great at bat from Zeke. 3-2 now to Zeke Duran. I think it should be Alexander, Wynn, Junis. Hopefully. I think Beeks won't be available. I don't think Garcia isn't available because he's pitched 2 days in a row. Latz could be available. And a ball that's hit to Naylor, I think, and Kirby covers that pitch well. But again, a good at bat from Duran. I know he hit that straight into the ground. But Duran's at bats have been a lot better than Josh Smith's, so I think he's going to get some run at second base here. And props to the Rangers, man. I did not see Zeke Duran having this much these type of great at bats. I really wasn't a believer in him. Nimmo up now. Has had some tough at bats so far. First pitch to Nimmo. The slider a little bit in. Does he go there? And he didn't. Man, you talk about going from depression to waking up. That's what happened a lot with the Rangers offense last year. Is you'd just be depressed for a lot of innings, and then they'll just randomly come out for a couple minutes. Curveball a little bit out, or slider a little bit out to Nimmo. 2-0 now. To Brandon Nimmo. And a fastball a little bit up. Good at bat from Nimmo so far. Not chasing like he's done the previous 2 at bats. Kirby could still go 8 here. He's at 56 pitches. But I mean, this is the most pitches he's thrown in an inning, 20 pitches. 3-0 to Nimmo. And takes a fastball right down the middle. Fastball right down the middle. (3-1) to Nimmo. And he's going to pop that one up. Hasn't looked too comfortable against... Oh, that was a cutter. Kirby has not thrown that cutter. He breaks out a changeup and a cutter. Honestly, the first time I've seen him throw those pitches. But Higashioka gets the Rangers back on top 3-2. Or not back on top. They were never on top. And now, knowing this, the Rangers, they're not going to add on. They're not going to add on to this lead. So it's going to come down to Evaldi in the bullpen to shut this down for 4 innings. Let's see if they can do it. And Higashioka was the one guy that actually looked comfortable against Kirby. I can't believe Kirby threw a fastball down the middle to him. I don't think Kirby's allowed 3 runs to the Rangers ever. So they hit, they hit, they hit, and they've got solid production from their catchers actually, which is a nice sight to see. Getting solid production out of their catchers. Let's see where both the stat lines are for both these catchers because I feel like they're getting some good production. I feel like behind the plate in terms of defense, it's not. It's all right. It's not great. Higashioka's hitting 385 with the 1 OPS. Um, I think Jansen's also been pretty serviceable. Yeah, Jansen has had good at bats. Way better than Heim though. Just way better than Heim in general. We go top 6. Hopefully you can get Evaldi through this inning. I'd assume if Evaldi runs into trouble, they're going to go with Cole Winn. Assume they're going to go with Cole Winn if Evaldi does run into trouble here. First pitch from Evaldi to Naylor. Controversial call, but goes Evaldi's way, and the Mariners can't really challenge because they lost their challenge already. Next pitch from Evaldi to Naylor is a splitter a little away. A shutdown inning from Evaldi would be massive here. Would be huge. 1-1 to Naylor. And a nicely thrown splitter from Evaldi. Nicely thrown splitter right there. 1-2 to Josh Naylor. One, two to Josh Naylor. And a cutter a little bit up. Left that one a little bit up. 2-2 to Josh Naylor. Game lagged for a second there, but we're back. We got 2-2, and he flares that one foul. This feels like the last inning for Evaldi here, but most importantly, you need a shutdown inning. You need a shutdown inning. Two. Ooh, nice splitter. Dotted on the outside corner, and Evaldi gets an out. 1 out. 2 more here in this inning. Need to get 2 more. That was a really good pitch from Evaldi. I'm not worried about him. He's looked really good this outing. Like I know he just allowed 2 runs, so you can easily say that over 5 1/3, but barely leaving pitches in the middle. So you like to see that 6 Ks. Obviously, job not done. First pitch strike to Randy Rosarena. You just know, knowing this Rangers team, it's just going to have to come down to the bullpen holding this 3-2 lead. It's just how this Rangers team goes. But 0-1 to Randy. Chases that curveball. And now 0-2 from 0-2 for Nathan Evaldi. You need to get a chase here. Do not throw strikes. You need to try to get a chase. That was the biggest issue for Evaldi in his first couple outings, was just throwing strikes 0-2, but he gets Randy really good there with a nice splitter, and that's 7 Ks, I believe, for Evaldi. It's been a really nice outing for sure, man. Really nice outing. And Evaldi to Luke Rayleigh, and that's going to be a single. 102 off the bat. The Mariners finally jump on a first pitch strike from Evaldi. He's always kind of looping first pitch strikes in there in the middle of the plate. And yeah, Mariners take advantage of that. They got all their runs last time on 2 outs, so need Evaldi to lock in here. J.P. Crawford up, Rangers killer. What up, Chad Stevens? J.P. Crawford here. First pitch fastball at the bottom of the zone for strike one. Oh, 1 to J.P. Crawford. Cutter a little bit up. Well, he needs to lock in here. Getting this out is massive. Evaldi needs to give his best right here. His best stuff. 1-1 from Evaldi to J.P. Crawford. Splitter in the dirt. Evaldi losing it a little bit. Hopefully there's someone warming up in the pen. 2-1 to Crawford. Ooh, nice cutter. Evaldi definitely is running out of gas. The velo's ticking down just a tiny bit. 2-2 now to J.P. Crawford. Needs to get this out. Needs to. Two. Ooh, splitter a little bit out. J.P. Crawford doesn't budge. 3-2 now to Crawford. They haven't shown the bullpen, so I don't know if anyone's warming up, but I would have, because it feels like Evaldi's starting to run out of gas. 3-2. Splitter a little bit up, and that is a walk. Jacob Latz is warming up, so I think he should be coming in now to face you got 3 lefties coming up with Canzone, Young, and Brendan Donovan. But they are going to leave Evaldi in, risking it right here. I would kind of want to go with Jacob Latz here. But also, Latz wasn't particularly great with runners on. I'd honestly want to go with Tyler Alexander. Ooh, splitter. Is that fair? That was fair. And Evaldi gets out of it. This was a great outing from Evaldi. Really locating his pitches well. Just making sure he gets chases after 2 strikes. And that's all it is. Just not leaving a lot of pitches in the middle. And that's what he did in this outing. So we go bottom 6. Rangers up 3-2. Hopefully we can tack on some runs here. It's so random. They'll just have such bad at bats, and then they'll just put up a cluster of runs just randomly out of nowhere. And that's what that was. Carter and Higashioka put together really good at bats there, and then Jock got a little lucky. Rangers have gotten some breaks from the Mariners defense for sure. We go bottom 6. Game slowed down a little bit. We've had some traffic on the bases now the last couple innings. Just half innings. And it looks like Evaldi's done, rightfully so. Really good outing from Evaldi, I really did. Nice bounce back for him. All right, Kirby's back out there. Slider first pitch to Langford. You love some insurance, but knowing this Rangers team, that probably won't happen. But we sit here and we're gonna hope. We're rooting for him. 0-1 to Langford. Slider a little bit out. 1-1. Langford worked a good at bat against Kirby last time, if I recall. He didn't end up getting a hit, but it was a good at bat. He did get a hit, single. 1-1 to Langford. Slider doesn't get the call on that one, and Cal Raleigh doesn't choose to challenge it. 2-1 now to Langford. Fastball right down the middle. Langford puts a good swing on it. That's where it's going to carry, but it doesn't carry for him there. Dang, you thought that would carry a little bit more. 97 exit velo. That's kind of the part of the park where it does carry, but it didn't for him. Rough start for Langford. But, we've seen phases of him where he'll go like this. I'm still not too worried. I think he's got a... It feels like a lot of pressure's on him. Yeah, a sweep of the Mariners would be awesome. I think winning a series, you'd be really happy about that because they've been so bad against the Mariners the last 2 years. But yes, getting a sweep, the Mariners are really good, and I don't think this is the team that the Mariners will be at their peak. So if to play really well against him now would be, and potentially sweep, would be really great, but I think we'll take it a game at a time. Getting this win would be massive. 1-1 to Corey Seager. Takes a curveball a little bit out. Kirby had 65 pitches. I still think he can probably go 8 here. 2-1 to Seager, and a slider. That's fair. And that's 2 quick outs there for Kirby. Seager has not looked comfortable against Kirby at all. Two outs now for Jake Berger. Fastball right down the middle, fouled off. And now the offense is back. We saw this last year, man. They'll just have like splurges. They'll look lost from like almost all the game, and then they'll have like a couple minutes where everyone locks in and scores some runs. Another fastball down the middle that Berger misses, man. 0-2 to Berger. Berger's had a good year so far. The stats are great. Especially after how he started last year. It's great to see him hit like this. Man, Kirby still is going to have 2 innings in him for sure. 0-2 to Berger. And a ball that's hit hard but straight into the ground, and that is going to be 3 outs quickly for George Kirby. And like I assumed... yeah, ADD, that's funny. The Rangers are not going to add insurance, and it's going to come down to the bullpen to really hold this thing. We go top 7. Looks like Latz is going to come in for that inning. You have Cole Young, Brendan Donovan, and then Cal Raleigh, who's a switch hitter. Interested? Are they going to let Latz face Julio or Randy? I don't know. That's an interesting. That's interesting to track. Or maybe they're gonna go Lats and then they'll use Win if he gets into a jam there. If it comes down to him facing Julio or maybe Randy or Rosarena. Um, but yeah, that was a really nice start from Evaldi. Really nice start from Evaldi. Gonna need the bullpen to hold it down for 3 innings. And Jacob Latz is there, I believe. Yes. And need Jacob Latz to throw some strikes here. That's been his downfall when he has bad innings is when he throws strikes. I did think Schumacher made the right move of staying in to face Canzone because, yeah, let's go 2 innings. We could definitely see that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think the Rangers can survive with him going one. I think realistically, Latz is going to face these lefties, and then they'll go to Colwyn and then Junis probably. Strike one, 93 from Latz. But yeah, I wouldn't mind to see Latz go multiple innings. I think he can do it if he's just throwing strikes. Has some good location. 0-1 to Cole Young. Slider out. Dangerous hitter Cole Young is. Latz has been pretty good so far. 1-1. And a fastball that runs in. I'm sure Latz was trying to go outside there, but it ended up inside, and Young fouls it back. 1-2. Got 1-2 to Cole Young. And a fastball, Young hits that one up. Let's see if Duran can get to that, and he should. And he does. 1 out for Latz. Looked pretty good there. Now it's Brendan Donovan. Really good hitter Brendan Donovan is. Has put together really good at bats so far. First pitch to Donovan is a curveball in the dirt. Strike one. Oh, 1. Nice slider for a strike there. So 1-1 now. Just got to keep attacking hitters, man. That's what Chris Young wants, and it's a good game plan here. Just got to keep attacking hitters from the bullpen. 1-1 to Donovan. Fastball right down the middle, and Berger should get that, and he does. A lot of dribblers right down the first baseline. But that's 2 nice outs for Latz, and we got Cal Raleigh up. Interested what Schumacher's plan is here. They have Raleigh, and then you have Julio. I'd assume it's going to be Cole Winn after this batter. This might be his last batter. I don't know if they're going to want Latz facing Julio. I'm still trying to figure out what Schumacher's plan is here. Ooh, fastball right down the middle, but he hits it up. Someone needs to get that. And Duran calls everyone off and gets it. Nice inning from Latz. Pounds the strike zone. 3 quick outs as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Really good outing from Latz. He's looked so good. I've been a Jacob Latz defender, man. I think also to consider, yeah, Latz is really good, man. I've always been a Latz guy. I wanted him to be the 5th starter over Rocker just because I like how he goes and throws strikes. Obviously, in spring training, he did have problems with his command, which is why he didn't make the 5th starter role. But I really liked watching Latz pitch last year. Him and Cody Bradford are 2 guys I really like. Like very similar, and guys that just they don't have the flashiest stuff, but they go out there and get outs. And I do think, in regards to Lance going another inning, we have to wait and hear back on what's going on with Degrom because he had some like injury stuff come out, or he had to just get an MRI because he had some knee soreness in the before his game started. So we could see Lance having to pitch, like start for Degrom. And that's an advantage of having him in the pen. And I do agree. Like him in the pen and being able to start is such a great advantage. Man, yeah. It's just crazy how much this team has to rely on the pitching and bullpen to win games. Um, it sucks that it has to be like this, man. It sucks that it has to be. We just need enough from the offense, and the pitching can do it. This offense should be better than what it's showing. The offense should be better than what it's showing. Bottom line. But hey, win's a win. Win's a win. And if this is the way the Rangers are going to have to win games, then it is what it is. We're not going to get a lot of blowouts. I would prefer those every once in a while. All right, Kirby's back out there for the seventh. Assume he's going to go two more innings here, honestly. Jock Peterson's up. Fastball right down the middle for strike one. 0-1 to Peterson. Another fastball right by Peterson. These swings, man, dude, they do not pass the eye test. They do not pass the eye test, these swings. But he's hitting with exit velo. That's what the Rangers Sports Network wants everyone to know. If tomorrow I'm watching the game and they display that exit velo thing again, I'm gonna crash out if they keep displaying that freaking exit velo thing. 1-2 to Peterson now after Kirby throws a changeup down. 1-2. Looks like they're going to go fastball again. And Peterson hits it hard, but right into the ground. Exit velo. Exit velo. We love that. We love the exit velo there, Peterson. And that's why you're a great hitter, dog. That's why you're a great hitter. That exit velo, though. Look at that exit velo. Okay. One out. Here's Evan Carter. Fastball right on the outside part of the play for strike one. Carter put up a really good at bat last time. Got a curveball down in the zone and hit it really well for a single. Was surprised Kirby went with the curveball there after Carter looked like he was struggling against his fastballs. Fastball a little bit up now to Carter, 1-1. One and one to Carter. Ooh, fastball right down the middle. He's going to flare that, but I think Julio's going to be right there. He's starting to look more and more comfortable against high velo. That is something Carter needs to get adapted to, but yeah, that's another out. And Kirby is just going to shut this team down until yonder. Gashioka hit a homer off of Kirby last time. 76 pitches. Slider right down the middle for strike one. He's going to come back out for the eighth for sure. It's not guaranteed that the Mariners have a ninth inning, but I honestly I think eighth inning would probably be his last inning, I'd assume. Fastball by Gashioka there at 0-2 now. Oh and 2 to Higashioka and a swing and a miss. Kirby has now got mad and shut this whole team down after giving up the homer to Higashioka. I believe he hasn't allowed a base runner since then. Um, and yeah, we go top 8. Rangers up 3-2. This offense, man. Sucks that it has to be this way. It really does suck that every game has to be this way, but if they win, I'm going to be happy. No doubt about that. Top 8, let's see who the Rangers are going to go for. I'd assume it'd be Cole Winn, unless maybe they want 2 from Lats, like you said, Chad. And then you can go Junis for another inning because he didn't throw on Sunday or Saturday, I believe. Could be wrong there. Yeah, Junis did not pitch Sunday. Did he pitch Saturday? He didn't. Yeah, the last time Junis pitched on Friday and Monday, so Junis is good. Should be winning Junis here, but let's see. It looks like it might be Lats again. Maybe? I think this is Lats. Yeah, it is Lats. So maybe this is the role the Rangers want him in, these like multi-inning roles, but still just got to do what he did in the last inning, pound the strike zone. That's what you want to see. 1-0 to Julio. Nice slider in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Julio Rodriguez. Whew. Man, every game has to be nail-biting. We can't just have a relaxing win ever. 1-1 to Julio. Fastball up that Julio chases. Strike 2. Nice pitch from Lats. One and 2 to Julio, and he calls time. Calls time. Maybe Lats finishes this game. Maybe they're going to get him stretched out or something. I don't know. Junis should be ready in case of emergency here. 1 and 2 to Julio. And a curveball that he fouls off his foot, or slider that he fouls off his foot. 1-2 still. And Julio has to walk that one off. Julio is walking off that hit that just went off his foot. 1 and 2. I wonder, do they go fastball up again, or does he go with the changeup down to Julio? 1 and 2, and a slider that is a little bit too far down for Julio to chase. 2-2. I think he comes at him with a fastball right here, but let's see. 2-2, and a fastball. He hits that pretty well, but I don't think that's going to get out in Globe Life Field there. He didn't hit it hard enough. And that's right there for Evan Carter. But not the best pitch from Lance, right down the middle. Julio just missed that one. But did a good job at just throwing strikes. That's what it is, man. Keep throwing strikes because, give up a homer, it's a tie ball game. It is what it is. But you just don't want things to crumble. So just keep throwing strikes and see what happens. And that's what I like about what although I didn't like that CY didn't get a closer, I do like that what CY has done with this bullpen in terms of just getting guys that throw strikes. I may have jinxed it right there, but ball 1 to Josh Naylor. Luis Curvelo is warming up. That is interesting. Maybe there is, the Rangers might be shorthanded in their pen. I don't know, but yeah, Naylor definitely swung there. 1-1. That's interesting. Curvelo warming up. That is weird. Is there something going on? Do we not have Wynn or Junis up? Or ready? 1-1 here to Naylor. Fastball right down the middle, fouled off. But again, not the best pitch from Lance, but you're challenging hitters. Challenging hitters, right? And that's what I liked. That's what I like more about Lance here than Garcia, where Garcia's just trying to nibble and make the perfect pitch. Let's just attack hitters. But Chris Martin does take it too far, where he's just throwing everything down the middle, and he does hit him there. Dang, that sucks there, because Lats had him 1-2 against Josh Naylor, who has been struggling at the plate, and then ran that ball up and in. Oh, that's off his knob. That's off the knob of his bat, right? That has to be off his knob. That did not hit him. That was definitely off his knob. Knob of the bat. Pause. Yeah, that's off the knob of the bat. That's a foul ball right there. That's got to be a foul ball. That's a little unlucky now on Josh Naylor's side there, because that was a pretty easy hit by pitch. I think that hit his knob of his bat. And it's under review. That should be a hit off the knob of the bat. Man, do we not have Junis or Wynn available today? It's interesting. Wynn only got one out yesterday. He didn't pitch Sunday. So that's interesting. Foul ball. Yep, foul ball. Umpires just called it foul ball. And we go back to 2-2. That very clearly hit Naylor's knob there. A little unlucky for the Mariners there. One and two from Lats to Naylor. Let's see what pitch he goes for here. Fastball at the knees, strike 3. Again, no messing around. Throw strikes with confidence, and sometimes, you're gonna allow a homer, but just keep attacking hitters, man, and good things happen, especially in this ballpark. You just gotta keep attacking hitters. It's better to attack hitters than not. And then obviously the rebuttal will be, Chris Martin does that, but he's throwing everything down the middle. Lats is not doing that. There'll be pitches that end up in the middle, but it's not as crazy as Chris Martin. 0-1 to Randy after he landed a curveball for a strike. Nice pitch from Lats. Let's see, maybe a fastball up here. It is, and Randy does get his bat to it, which he has been behind on fastballs in previous at-bats. But Randy still is a scary hitter, 0-2. Maybe Lats goes with a changeup here. He hasn't really thrown his changeup. He only threw one changeup, and then it hit Naylor's knob. I did see Rob Refsnyder warming up on the on-deck circle, so that's scary. Ball down, or a changeup a little bit down from Lats. was actually a pretty good pitch, but Randy didn't budge there. Yeah, Rob Refsnyder's on deck, the lefty masher, so that's scary. 1-2. And nice pitch, a slider up that gets Rosarena. Really good outing from Latz. I'm interested what happens in the ninth. Do they just... I think you stick with Latz over Curvello. But this is a really, really good outing from Latz. And we go to bottom 8. He's a stud. I love Latz and Junis and Wynn and these guys that are just not messing around. Yes, they're gonna leave pitches in the middle of the zone and it's gonna lead to runs, yeah. But let's not mess around. Let's have some confidence up there, and that's what I like about these guys more than Robert Garcia, and that's what I want to see from Garcia. Let's not mess around. We go bottom 8 with love, some freaking insurance. But knowing this team, that probably won't happen. All right, bottom 8. We got Smith, Duran, and Nimmo up against George Kirby, who's back out there. This guy's a dog, man. First pitch, changeup for a ball from Kirby. This should be his last inning, regardless if the Mariners tie it up, hopefully. 1-0. Slider that Smith fouls off. 1-1. Smith's average has fallen below 100. Usually Smith has a good first half, and he hasn't got off to a hot start this year. He hits that one well, but it's not going to carry in this ballpark. Another hard-hit ball from Smith, but he's just not able to find the grass. Not able to find the grass. He has put some good swings on him, but just no cigar for Smith right now. I think his hits have majorly just been like infield hits, but he just can't find the grass against these pitchers. Maybe he needs to lay down a bunt or something. We got Zeke Duran now. And he takes a sinker a little bit out for ball 1. Love Duran's at bat so far this game. One and 0, and a slider right down the middle. Duran hasn't looked too comfortable against the slider. I guess just he feels comfortable on Kirby's fastball, which love that. 1-1 to Duran. Fastball. As I said that, he just got a fastball blown by him at 97. So shut me up. 1-2 to Duran. The 1-2 to Duran, and a fastball that he foul tips, but Cal Raleigh caught it. He's had 86 pitches. He could come back out for the 9th if the game does get tied. And Jacob Junis is in the pen. He is warming up. So the Rangers now closer will come on in the 9th. Great outing from Latz. Kirby could come out for the 9th, man. If if the Mariners do tie it, and it's just crazy how good Kirby is against the Rangers. They put a, like they put up like two really good at bats against him. They just strung two. They just kind of like jumped on him for two at bats and got 3 runs. 1-0 to Nimmo, who's 0 for 3 so far. Changeup rolled foul. 1-1. Nimmo does have a on base streak. I think he's gone on base every single game for the Rangers, and he hasn't today. Hasn't had the best at bats versus Kirby, but no one in this Rangers team has. Got a fastball that hits the zone. Nice pitch from Kirby. 1-2. Kirby's insane, man. It's insane how Kirby just can dog on this lineup. I know they scored 3, but it was kind of just overall still. It's just insane, man. Always catches my eye. 1-2. Nimmo hits one that Cole Young is going to field for an out. And we go top 9. Rangers up 3-2. They didn't get a hit after the Higashioka homer. I believe like no one got on base after the Higashioka homer. But we go top 9. Try to update this. Got a little lag. There we go. Top 9. Rangers up 3-2. Jacob Junis pitched really well yesterday, and they're going to need him to do the same. I think they're facing the Mariners' bottom of the lineup. But just go out there and attack, man. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. You know, Evan Grant did note that I just saw his tweet that four lefties are coming up for the Mariners. So maybe Latz goes out there and finishes it. But I like Junis. He goes out there and he throws strikes. He kind of looked the same as he did last time. So let's see. But Junis is not locked down by any means, obviously. It does throw 91 only. So interested to see. Let's see. Top of the 9th coming. Let's see who is going to be in for the Rangers. And it is Jacob Junis. Pitched really well in the 9th yesterday. Gonna have to replicate this. Gonna have to replicate it. Whew, nervous times. I believe it's Rayleigh and then, or I don't know. It might be Rob Refsnyder? Oh no, it is Rayleigh. A slider by Junis that is swung on and missed by Rayleigh. I don't really remember who comes after. I think it is J.P. Crawford and then Dom Canzone. A ball out on a changeup from Junis. 1-1 now to Luke Rayleigh. 1-1. Changeup that he nubs foul. 1-2 now. I think you go with the slider again. I would assume Junis goes with that. But let's see. Go 1-2. A fastball. Nice approach from Rayleigh. He's going to sneak that the other way. Is he going to get 2? Whoa, Langford falls over. But it holds Rayleigh to 1 still. Langford crashes into the wall. That was a really good approach from Rayleigh. Hits that the other way. That was a good pitch from Junis. Just got to tip your cap there, but still like how he attacked there. 1-2, you could try to get a chase there, but that was a really good pitch. And Rayleigh just had a good approach. Nub it the other way. Langford did a nice job to cut this ball off and prevent the double. Although he did go crashing into the wall. And strike 1 to J.P. Crawford. 0-1 to Crawford. And that is a fastball a little bit high for a ball. 1-1 now. Man, that was a really good at bat from Rayleigh. That sucks. That was a really good at bat. 1-1. Ooh, a fastball that runs in on the hands. I don't know if Junis wanted it to be there, but Crawford ends up fouling it off. So 1-2. I assume Junis will go with the changeup here. Try to get a chase. Don't try to throw one in the middle here because they're just going to take a good approach and hit it for a single. And, ooh, a changeup in the middle of the plate, but Crawford only fouls that off. I wonder if Rayleigh's going to steal here, especially on Higashioka, who's been not great behind the plate defensive-wise. Obviously hit the homer, which is big. 1-2 now for Crawford. Ooh, a fastball, and that's going to get over his head. Dang. Another softly hit ball. 1-2. You didn't have to throw a strike there, but Junis did. And that's what it is. That is another problem. You didn't have to throw a strike there. You just didn't have to throw a strike there. I know it was a blue pit, but you just didn't have to throw a strike there, and my heart is beating. Because if the Mariners get the lead, they're going to Andres Munoz, and there's no chance the Rangers score on him. It's going to come down to Junis. He has to get out of this. Dom Canzone up next. Dang, you had 1-2 twice to two hitters, and then made two pretty good pitches. Didn't get too much hard contact on them. But 1-2, you would ideally want to try to not throw a strike there. Try to get a chase. Let's see what happens with Don Canzone here. He's put together a couple good swings. My heart is beating. First pitch to Don Canzone, and Langford should be able to get that. Let's see if they go to third there. And he doesn't. He doesn't. Missed just enough for Langford to get it in. That's a really great out. 1 out now. I believe that was a slider that Canzone hit it to left field. If he gets it to right field, then you get the player to third. So a nice out for Junis. 1 out. Got Cole Young up next. Dangerous hitter. Really dangerous hitter. Put together a really good at bat last time. Fastball up for strike 1. Or sorry, for ball 1. 1-0 to Cole Young. Next pitch, a slider in the zone. Nice pitch from Junis. Strike 2. Or strike 1. Man, my head is conjobbled. Conjobbled, that's not even a word. 1-1 to Cole Young. Think he's going to go changeup here probably. And no, it's a slider. Hits it well, but didn't hit it hard enough. Let's see if they're going to third. He doesn't. And 2 outs for Junis now. 2 really great outs. I feel like that was a pitch that Cole Young could have handled, but he just missed that one. Luke Rayleigh was booking it for second. And then but see, that was a big play from Langford to get that in, because Rayleigh would have, if Rayleigh got to second, he would have scored on that J.P. Crawford single. But now, top of the order, Brendan Donovan, the best hitter on the Mariners, at least has looked the best as far as hitters on the Mariners. Need to make a play. 1 out away. Got Donovan, takes a ball. No challenge on that one from Higgy. No challenge on that one. Felt like he could have used one of the challenges there. 1-0 to Higashi. 1-0 to Donovan. Man, it felt like he could have used the challenge there. Slider, ball tapped, and he may have got him. Was Berger on the base? Wow, what a stretch from Berger. I think you just have to challenge that, though. I don't know if he had his foot on the base. Higashioka almost airmailed that. That would have been really bad. Um, if not, then it's going to be bases loaded with 2 outs. That was a jam shot. It was just a check swing from Donovan. I think he got it. He got it. He got it. His foot's on the base. That's a dub. His foot's on the base there. Yep, his foot's on the base. That should be a dub. That's going to be an out. What a play by Berger to get that. Wow. Berger's had some defensive miscues, but he just saved the Rangers right there. He just saved the Rangers. That's going to be an out. And now we are 2-2 on the live streams. We were 0-2, but now we've won. Wow, they've won a series against Seattle. First time since 2023 that they've won a series against Seattle. That is ridiculous. Winning in one-run fashion. Great start from Eovaldi. Great performance from Latz and Junis. From the pen, did a great job to strand runners, and then the Rangers had put together 2 really good at-bats in the bottom of the 6th, which was enough. So, great job for the Rangers. They get the win, 3-2. They win 6-5 now, and they're 6-5 record. So, great job by the Rangers. And I will not be going live tomorrow. Actually, I'm not going to go live tomorrow because it's in the afternoon, and I don't know if I'm going to go live on. I don't know if I'm going to go live on Friday yet because it's a 9 p.m. game. I don't know yet, but yeah, great game by great win for the Rangers. Again, hope the offense gets it going. The pitching is saving their ass.